Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Doing this. Pray everybody's doing well. We're going to end off the weekend a little bit. You dig? You dig? Let's look at the Golden State Warriors before we review for the day. Right now, they're down by second quarter to the Jazz. The Jazz are kind of. It looks like they've been. I don't want to say that. But they're down to the Jazz by 9. Jimmy Butler's got 5 and 2 assists. Draymond Green's got 8. Wow. 8, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Quentin Post got 5. Steph Curry's got 6 and 3 assists. Moses Moody's got 8. D'Anthony Melton's got 9. Pajemski's got 3 and 4 rebounds and 5 assists. Not sure what's up with Kuminga. I think he might be injured. Yeah. Guess they're just being cautious with him. Pat Spencer, what's up with him? Not sure. Not sure what's up with the Pat Spencer situation, but it's all good. Kevin Love getting some minutes, and then marking it with 21 and 3 rebounds, and Keontae George continuing the good season with averaging 24, putting a lot of work to get better. So shout out to Keontae. Isaiah Collier. Good to see some improvement from him. Not a lot of people not talking about him, but the number one point guard in his class when he was coming out, played with Bronny James at USC. So shout out to Isaiah Collier. Let's dive deeper into the Golden State Warriors, and then let me wait a little bit. No, let me go into the Golden State Warriors a bit. So we got the Warriors at 18 and 17. All right. Started off the season, first 10 games, 5 and 5. It's just been a little tricky trying to find the right lineup. The Jonathan Kuminga situation. Trying to find who's that second guard. Is it Melton? Is it Pajemski? Is it 3? Is it Richard, right? I'm trying to figure out like what this roster is. And I imagine they're gonna make some moves. Is it Vucevic? I know a lot of people have been trying to see if they can get Giannis. interesting call just to see what they decide. But the games where they started winning, some of these games, Steph Curry just had to go off, right? 46, 49, you know, um, 39, 48, right? So, tricky season. Let's look at the stats. All right, you got Trey Carter. What's going on, Trey Carter? How you doing? I appreciate the subscription. Hope you're having a great Saturday, a great weekend. May the Lord bless you and your loved ones as well. Are you a Warriors fan or passing through? Or so right now we have Steph with 28, vintage Steph, right? 28 points, 4 assists. You got Draymond again leading the team in assists with 5. And then you got Jimmy Butler just under 20 a game with 19.7, 5.6 rebounds, and 4.9 assists. Right? Where Jimmy is not as traditional in terms of a fit is his game is not built off the 3-point shot. So if you add in a guy like Giannis, hey, thank you. Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless. You add in a guy like Giannis who's also not a 3-point shooter. How does that change the team? Vucevic is more of a 3-point shooter, even though he kind of battled against that earlier in his career, not necessarily wanting to. As the game was shifting, he didn't necessarily want to turn into like a 3-point shooting big, but that's kind of how the game shifted in a lot of ways, and it opened up the game. It opened up the floor a little bit more. There's a lot more spacing in today's game, not like it was in the 90s or earlier 2000s where you dump it into the big and let the big operate. So it's a little different. But Jimsky, you could see he's taking the step up, 12 points a game, almost 13. Kuminga is at 11.8. Hasn't played in as many games, only played in 18. Still not exactly sure his role. Moses Moody with 11 points per game. I would imagine that's his career high. But take care, Trey Carter. I would imagine this is Moses Moody's career high, but let me see to be sure. Yeah, it is. So it's been a steady uptick, right? He came out of high school as a shooter. He's still a good shooter. Now, just never quite found the exact role. I always felt like he could be like a Jordan Poole kind of player, but not exactly sure. And you have Seth Curry, who's played in 2 games. So now he's out with injury. Darn it. Let's look at some of the earlier games from today. The Mavs beat the Rockets. We've seen Cooper Flagg start to get more comfortable as they moved him off the point, right? So that's been a solid addition for him. Kevin Durant with 34, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Tari Eason, excellent defender, shot the ball well today. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Amin Thompson, Alperen Sengun looks like he got injured. Only played 1 minute. Ankle injury. Probably why they lost. Amin Thompson with 20, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Also another good defender. Finney Smith. Like a lot of tough guys. Tate, Capella, Okogie, right? And I really like the development of Reed Sheppard. I think he's one of the better players. Him and Alex Sarr have proven to be solid players from that draft class. I really like Reed Sheppard's his potential as a player. He can continue to improve as a decision maker, but we know he can shoot that rock. No Cooper Flagg, tougher game today, but I like the playmaking I saw from him the other night. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Anthony Davis with 26, 12. Max Christie with a good game. 4 tray balls, 2 assists. Najee Marshall. With 10. Williams with 15, and Nembhard. I guess they're trying to use Williams and Nembhard both as like a point guard kind of tandem right there. Kamara with 20, Advia with 29, Donovan Clingan with 24, Shaden Sharp a rough shooting night, but playing well overall this year. Caleb Love is starting to find that consistency. Right, look at his last 10 games. 12 points, 42% from 3, 18, 24, 10, 22, 16. Dylan Harper did not shoot the ball well today. 6 points, 3 assists. Keldon Johnson, I definitely think he can be one of the better players in the game. He definitely has ability. Definitely had his role reduced a lot, though. Stephon Castle, 16 and 9. De'Aaron Fox with 19. 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Champagnie with 20 and 10. No Victor Wembanyama today. The Hornets get a win. Bulls have been up and down, but not too far from 500, right? So Miles Bridges, he's just been a consistent player his whole career, to be honest with you. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Like that's typical Miles Bridges career. 16 points a game. Guy's tough. He's a bully. Brandon Miller with 22, 6 and 4. LaMelo with 17. Con Knipple with 18. And Sexton with 13. So balanced game right there. Vucevic with 28 and 3 tray balls, and then Ayo Dosunmu with 16, 4 and 4. Jalen Johnson, I feel like how he goes, his team goes, right? 30 for him. Really good playmaker, 9 assists. Nikhil with 31. Having a really good breakout season. Keaton Wallace, him and his brother, some tough guys, I would say. RJ Barrett back, 29 points. Brandon Ingram, 29 points. Scotty Barnes with 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. And I think Brandon Ingram has played himself into an all-star game. I really do think Brandon Ingram, his team is better than people probably expect. Paul George has found his role with his team. 15 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Starting to get healthy. Probably could do a lot more if it was needed, but it seems like they're shifting toward these younger players, right? Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe. Jabari Walker, yeah. Jared McCain, not sure his role, but for him, I'd just say keep trying to get as healthy as possible and then refine your role with this team. Quentin Grimes, he always plays hard, and he had a large role earlier in the season, right? Giving you almost 15 a game and 4 assists. 4 assists for him is really good. Playing more of an all-around game. And the Knicks, they're usually pretty balanced, right? OG with 19, Towns with 23 and 14, Miles Bridges with 12, Brunson with 31, McBride with 20, right? It's usually multiple guys. It's not just one guy or two guys with the Knicks. But couldn't get the W on this one. Appreciate the people with the likes. Appreciate the people liking the video. Julius Randle with 23 and 10. 33. Naz Reid with 21. If Naz Reid is going off like that, that should be a dub for them. Norman Powell with 21. Bro has just been consistent for these guys all year long. I think he should have played himself into an all-star game. Yakachonis still finding his flow as a rookie. Jaime Jaquez has been playing better this season. Was he 15 tonight? 16 tonight. There you go, Jaime. Shooting 53% too. Right? Davion Mitchell, tough guy, defender, fits in very well. They're not really showing me the game cast. They're not really showing the box score for this one. But really, the Clippers have had a tough season, and Kawhi's kind of had to go off in the past few games just to keep them in it. I'm not sure what moves they're going to make. I don't know if they're going to blow this thing up. I don't know if they're going to try and ride it, see if they can get into the play-in and just see if they could squeeze into the playoffs. I'm not sure exactly what their thoughts are with this thing, but you gotta think Kawhi and James Harden don't have that many years left to kind of build on this. Like, this is kind of a team that's built to win now, so they're not winning right now. So it's been a little bit of a tough run for these guys. Um, and we're seeing that the teams that went the patient route, the Pacers, even though the Pacers are struggling this year, if they can get Tyrese Halliburton back next season and he's healthy, and I never know with Achilles, but let's perfectly he's healthy, he can get back to what he used to be, get a really high draft pick, and then Darren Peterson potentially. Let's say they get the number 2 pick or number 1 pick, get Darren Peterson. I think a scorer like that, even though they have like wings like that, a scorer like that, and if they could figure out a way to just have the ball in his hand a little bit when Tyrese is out, could be interesting. They could be right back where they were because they showed the patient route. They got the right players. OKC also patient, built through the draft. Shea became Shea, obviously the MVP. If Jokic doesn't play enough games, he'll probably win another MVP. You know, it's gone on one of the craziest runs in league history, I would say, in the past 3 seasons. So, or now going on 4 seasons. So, prayerfully, he stays healthy and can keep doing this. And yeah, not sure if anybody has anything to add, but yeah, at this point, I think I'm gonna call it. God bless in Jesus' name. I appreciate everybody who watched and liked.